So semen retention, brothers, is helping you and giving you power and force to face your fears and the adversities of life, you know. Basically, we are like animals. We are like animals, and so when we are horny and hungry is when we are fucking beasts. We are beasts, and you know, I see a huge difference compared to when I was, you know, just consuming and just nasty materials online, and just I was on PMO in general, you know, and then basically every day, many times a day, and then I switched to semen retention, and then, you know, I'm also skipping breakfast, and so in the morning I'm like an animal. I feel like an animal, you know, especially when I'm around nature and I have to be focused on something. Like the energy is just beautiful and strong, and it's like pushing me from the back. It's like taking my back and you know, helping me in life. And then, you know, guys, I want to talk about you know, about this. I saw that in life there is a huge relationship between fears, you know, fear in general, courage, and mental health. So if you are lacking courage in your life, and if you are like squashed down and smashed down by fears, then your mental health is not going to be on point, you know. You know, having too much fear for everything in life, and you know, everyone is different. A huge fear of mine could be nothing to you, and you know, also the opposite is true. So, you know, I could be afraid of height, and for me, going up like a cable car is something like, wow, almost impossible, you know, and to you it's nothing. To you it's nothing. And then for you, I don't know, horror movies are impossible to watch, and for me maybe they're nothing, you know. Everybody is different, everybody has different fears, but then we need to face them, because otherwise, you know, there is a fear there is another fear there, and our comfort zone just keep like getting smaller and smaller and smaller until we cannot even breathe anymore, you know. And most of the times fears are like they look like a big huge wall, you know, that looks like, you know, that you can pass. It's like it's such a huge wall, but then if you put in the courage, and if you use courage, and courage means to go into, you know, to go ahead despite of fear, you know. So you need to have fear in order to use like courage in your life. So when you are afraid, then you can, you know, just push yourself, you rationalize that, and you say, wow, it's just the same old fear, you know, I'm just gonna push, and I'm gonna trust the process, you know. And you go, and as soon as you touch this huge wall, you find out that it's made of paper, you know, it's like a huge sheet of paper, and so and then you can easily break it and go ahead. Most of the times it's like this, you know. And you know, so we need to work on our fears every time, basically every day. And as men, if we just lean, just, you know, at the edge of our fears every day, this is going to bring a lot of growth inside ourselves, you know. For me, you know, I lived periods of my life where I was living like a hero, and then I lived periods of my life where I was living like a coward, you know. And the difference is huge. In my mental health is huge, you know, because, you know, when you face fears, you feel more free. You feel more free outside and inside, you know. When you're facing all these difficult situations in your life, then you expand, you know. You feel like you can do everything in life. You feel free. You feel freedom, and you know, freedom is the purest expression of masculinity, you know. Pure freedom is what we are looking for, you know, guys. And so I feel that semen retention is supporting me, fighting my fears. And you know, like I will make a video on that. I spent 7 days alone lately. I just took 7 days off of work, of everything, of social life, of girls, of friends and family and everything, you know. And you know, my grandfather has a mountain house in the middle of the woods. In the mountain, it's a very beautiful place, but it's in the middle of the woods, you know, like pure woods, clean, and you know, in the forest. So I spent 7 days there alone, and you know, And then without phone, without computer, without anything, no books, just paper and pen, to write my thoughts down. And then I spent like a couple of nights out in 2,000 meters up in the mountain, and I slept in this kind of shelter, and just by myself, to face my fear, to face my fears, the fear to be alone, the fear of darkness, the fear of sleeping in a place that you don't actually know, by yourself totally, with animals outside. And for me it was good experiences, and then it gave me so much freedom, then I went out like climbing stuff, and I just pushed myself basically every day to do some uncomfortable stuff. And guys, I feel a huge difference when I do that, especially when I'm on semen retention. I just feel that it's just some like a stronger engine pushing me. It's like when you take your car and you make it, you trick your car, and you just add many horsepower. It's the same. It's the same with semen retention. And so guys, stick on it, and peace and love.